Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out. Hey, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show. Yeah, the Mizzle show. Yeah, Mizzle show. Yeah, the Mizzle show.
Hey man, shout out to the oldest boy to this family, man, for that right there. Every time I hear that beat, it just amazes me where he's at in his development in life.
Okay, now, did I see this correctly? The boy's getting his license. Did I read that correctly?
No. He went and took his permit test today.
Oh, okay.
He's on the stage. He's on his way. He's on the
He's
verge.
on the road. Okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, so he didn't pass this round. He was close. So he knows what he needs to do. It was the questions that had nothing to do with the driving per se that he didn't get, carbon monoxide in the car, which, like, come on now. So, but he's there, he's determined, and he'll bounce back. But yes, he's on his way to his L's.
Oh. Now you can make him drive.
Shit. I've been in the car with him already. I'll drive. No. DeAndre can drive good. It was just that one incident to where he was driving. It was a situation that occurred. He thought he had to do some grown up decision while he was driving, which he didn't have to. But yeah, no, he got it. Both boys can drive. They're good. But we're not talking about driving, ladies and gentlemen. You came here to hear us talk about sports. Welcome to the next edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. 254, my brother.
Yeah, that's a lot of shows. A lot of shows. But now we'll get back to the football side, even though you heard a lot of that on the talking-ish side. But real quickly, just want to get you guys caught up what's going on in Major League Baseball, because there is some playoffs going on right about now. So playoffs, yeah. So just to recap, we do have 2 Game 5s coming. Got a Game 5 tomorrow, and I got a Game 5 on Saturday. So tomorrow, Dodgers and Padres will take center stage in Los Angeles. Series tied 2-2. The Padres had a chance to end the Dodger season on Wednesday, but the Dodgers got 2. They got 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, and never looked back as they shut out the Padres 8-0. The fact that Freddie Freeman didn't play in this game, and the fact that it was going to be a bullpen game for the Dodgers, really should have been the Padres really should have just came out full throttle and try to end it. I know they had Yu Darvish in their back pocket for Game 5, which he is pitching today, and Yu Darvish has done very well against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. However, as we always say, you never want to give a team life, and hopefully for the Padres' sake, that won't come back to bite them. Because, like I said, it's Game 5. It's to get to the National League Championship Series. It's now all hands on deck to try to get to the next round. And now the New York Mets, who advanced by beating the Phillies, as Orange Cassidy makes his first appearance of the show.
As we're talking about the Dodgers and the Padres, I figure we'll take a nap real quick.
but in this case, the Mets are trying to figure out, well, the Mets know they're coming to California. The Mets know that they're coming to Southern California. Will it be Los Angeles or will it be San Diego? That will remain to be seen tomorrow. First pitch at 5:00. Now tonight, unfortunately, the Yankees advanced to the ALCS as they beat a very gritty Royals team by a final score of 3-1. As Orange Cassidy again makes another appearance. But I will say this for the Royals: the Royals took a huge step this year. You have a superstar in the making in Bobby Witt Jr. Just continue to build on that and come back next year. And then today, the Guardians force a winner-take-all Game 5 back in Cleveland as they beat the Gritty Tigers by a score of 5-4. So Saturday, the Guardians and the Tigers will face center stage. And, of course, one of those two teams will be making their way to the Bronx to take on the Yankees in the American League Championship Series. So that's what's going on here in Major League Baseball. In addition to that, Tito just can't stay away. Terry Francona, who left the Guardians job to retire, is now the new manager of the Cincinnati Reds. So Tito is back managing in the National League where it all started for him, as he was manager of the Philadelphia Phillies before he helped in the curse in Boston and helped the Red Sox win 2 World Series in 2004 and 2007. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Tito can't stay away. I mean, it's like Bochy. Bochy took what, 3 years off before he came
back and won a fucking title.
Before he came back and won with the Rangers last season in 2023. So I mean,
that should be a giant. That should be a Giants World Series championship. But whatever.
Well, Gerald Dempsey Posey III is trying to right that ship now that he has been given the keys.
Beautiful.
To the organization. But so we got the Phillies that lost to the Mets. The Mets got back to their first LCS for the first time since 2015. And again, they will await what part of Southern California they'll be going to, whether it is the Dodgers or the Padres. That Game 5 is tomorrow on Fox Sports 1, if I'm not mistaken, and it is on Fox, so it'll be on Big Time Fox. So it'll be on Big Time Fox tomorrow. It'll be Yamamoto, who did not do so good in Game 1. I'm sorry, in Game 2. I beg your pardon. No, it was Game 1. Did not do so good in Game 1 against Yu Darvish. So it is the Japanese against the Japanese to see who will face the New York Metropolitans in the NLCS. And right now, late in the third period, with about 4 minutes to go, the Sharks holding on to a 4-3 lead over the Blues. Sharks trying to open up the season with a win. Other final scores in the NHL, we'll do both days since yesterday was opening day, Tuesday was officially opening day in the NHL. So on Tuesday night, the Blues beat the Kraken 3-2. The Panthers raised their banner and got a win over the Bruins 6-4. And the Utah Hockey Club made their debut and got a win over the Blackhawks 5-2 at home in front of the faithful at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Then yesterday, the Golden Knights put up 8 goals as they beat the Avalanche 8-4. Canadians and Maple Leafs playing some old school hockey as the Canadians beat the Leafs by a final score of 1-0. Rangers shut out the Penguins in Pittsburgh 6-0. Cuz, I hope you're not watching because I'm about to say something bad, but your beloved Oilers got shut out 6-0 in their home opener by the Winnipeg Jets. And in overtime, another Canadian Battle of Flames beat the Canucks in overtime, score of 6-5. In addition to that, Bruins beat the Canadians at home in Boston 6-4. The Kings beat the Buffalo Sabres 3-1 in Buffalo. Senators beat the Panthers 3-1. Maple Leafs bounce back. They beat the Devils 4-2. In overtime, the Utah Hockey Club beats the Islanders 5-4. Penguins beat the Red Wings 6-3. Stars beat the Predators 4-2. And the Wild beats the Blue Jackets 3-2. And now with 3.5 to go, which you can catch this game on Hulu or ESPN Plus, the Sharks and the Blues, it is 4-3.
Which I have on my television right now.
Yes, he does.
The
so
Sharks,
there you go.
As my brother just said, the Sharks are up 4-3 with 3.5 left in the third.
But
you can catch it on ESPN Plus. But yeah, they're on the TV right now. I have on Teal. Go figure.
But the main thing, which has already happened, the one thing that fans wanted to see, the number 1 draft pick, Macklin Celebrini, got his first NHL goal in his first NHL game.
As a who?
As a Shark. The number 1 overall draft pick from this past draft, Macklin Celebrini, the center, gets his first goal in his first game. Of course, the British Columbian from North Vancouver, British Columbia, of course, helping to help the Sharks get back on track. First goal, and it was a very, very, very nice goal. If you haven't seen it yet, please.
Are we paying attention to this season, brother?
Well, I will say this. Certainly for Celebrini, yes, because you want to see how he will blend in with this group. Him.
Excuse my allergies, everybody.
Oh yeah, there's always that, folks. Um, like I said, obviously, Celebrini, obviously, how he will help the captain because Logan Couture is still there. Um,
So
literally the last of the Sharks, Captain Shark. Um, but also, um, see what Mackenzie Blackwood can do in goal, along with Van Eck. So I mean, you got that going for you. So I mean, it's just there won't be no expectations, but you want to see Celebrini grow.
well, the last time we had no expectations, what happened?
They took us on a ride.
A
Took us on a ride. The one season we said, you know what?
tremendous ride.
The one season be like, you know what? They broken my heart too many times. We're not gonna follow them. Then these bastards took us on a ride to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I say that if there's one sport that me and this man will have constant battles and anger over, it's our fucking San Jose Sharks. I have texted this man and said, brother, I'm fucking done with this organization. They have broken our backs many years. Many years. Hell, we won the President Cup one year, and I was like, no!
Like, why? And then, of course, the President's Cup curse reared its ugly head to San Jose, and we're just like, why? Why?
Then I hit him with the ultimate text. Brother, I don't give a shit about this season. His response is, agreed. And then all of a sudden, are we witnessing this?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't fucking know. I'm like, I think we are.
Yeah. Then them bastards decided to take us on.
That ride was great.
Yeah.
That ride was great.
It was. I mean,
it was good for the Bay Area, though. Getting to the Stanley Cup was good for the Bay Area.
I mean, well, like I said, we don't get to those finals if Martin Jones does not goaltend his ass off.
100%.
Because he goaltended the heck during that run. And I mean, like I said, Pittsburgh was obviously the better team, but I mean,
of course, it was
Pittsburgh had to fight in all 6 games because we did not lay down and give it to them easy. But I mean, it was a heck of a ride. But
by the way, if you're just now joining the Mizzle and Dub show, we talk about hockey.
Yeah,
we will literally talk about soccer if soccer was popular right now. Hell, me and this man can sit here and talk about NASCAR all day if we want to.
To which Michael Jordan just sued NASCAR,
and he's going to win.
As if he needed the money.
Well, no. He has a viable case.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
A very viable case.
Absolutely.
And they're going to pony up.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to pony up.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if we decided that we want to sit here and talk about the Kentucky Derby or anything to do with horse racing, we can do that too. We talk about everything, so buckle up. Right now, just hockey, baseball, and football is... And by the way, basketball is coming back.
Yes, that is.
Bro,
it is
28 threes in the preseason game?
I think they're in mid-season form. As even in the preseason, they said F the beam.
And you know how I feel about the beam.
Yeah. But the Warriors did go into Sacramento, and Buddy Hield had a nice game coming back to Sacramento as he almost shut up everything that he made. He was
clear it. Fuck that. Thank you.
As Mizzle is keeping dibs on the Sharks and the Blues, as it is late in the third period, as the Sharks are holding on to a 4-3 lead over the Blues.
The Blues got an empty net right now, so all the Sharks got to do is just clear the fucking puck every time it's in their area.
Yeah, but I will say this though. Mr. Live or Mr. Lindsey Waters III with a walk-off in Hawaii against the Clippers with the game winner, of course, who came from the
Well, we
OKC
got
Thunder.
walk-offs in preseason basketball already.
Yeah, that already happened. Yes.
Oh, well, boy.
Right. But Curry had 13, Green had 10, Kuminga had 16. I'm expecting big things from Jonathan Kuminga this upcoming season for him, as he finally might crack the starting rotation. Like I said, Buddy Hield at 62. DeAndre Milton, yes, sir. Go ahead.
Is this a make it break it year for Wiggins? If he doesn't perform, his ass gets shipped.
I would have to say yes, but I think this might be the season where Wiggins might reincarnate himself into 22 because now he has extra motivation to play, and now I think the reason why.
Fucking clear it.
Oh boy, but I think the reason why now that his head was right, I think we now know why, given with the fact that his father just recently passed away, and I think that was
So that's what was
I think
the whole. His father was sick.
when he took that time out, I think that's what was going on,
His father was sick.
tending to his ailing father. And now that that's put aside, I mean, obviously you never get over losing your loved one.
No.
But
you already know how I feel about my big brother.
But you can
I'm still not over there.
but you can channel that into a huge motivation factor to play again, because I'm sure if Mr. Wiggins was living, he would tell his son, you go play your game. Ball. You go ball, and you play to the best of your ability. I'll be watching from the best team in the house next to the Most High God. So, don't trip and don't worry about me. You go out there and you play your game. But I mean, I really do think it is make or break for Wiggins. Just because
fucking tie in San Jose.
Oh, here we go already. With 29 seconds.
40. Yeah, okay. I got 47. So you got 29. Yeah. So we got a fucking tie.
Oh, good lord. See?
So understand the emotional roller coaster this fucking team takes.
This is what the Sharks do to us. If you're just new to the show, this is what they do to us. This is what they do. Now, again, they are a young team. I understand it.
New coach.
With a new coach.
New management.
All this, that, and the third. Although,
but we're still going to be hard on our team because that's what we are.
Because you were up 4-1. You shouldn't be blowing a 3-goal lead like that.
They were up 4-1?
Yes, they were.
I did not know that. So the way I'm feeling right now is real.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers.
And we got free hockey in San Jose, California.
And I've been to a hockey game. I have checked that off my list. I need more. It's like when you go get your first tattoo and you want more after that. I've been to a hockey game and I just can't get enough of it.
But Sharks tickets will be affordable. That's the good thing.
Well, because they're going to suck for the 2 to 3 years before.
So that's the time to go.
Well, when your ass decide you ever want to get a fucking dubcation.
Well, I mean, let's look up some more.
So wait, we're gonna get a dubcation in 2025? What, 2026?
No, okay. Me not taking one in 2023 was not cool, and it sucked.
It did. Yeah.
But
so
that gummit is not. You know what? Look here.
Who is my alter ego?
You got a lot of them.
Well, the Merc with the mouth is the number one.
You keep this up, you and I are gonna go fight in a Honda Odyssey, dadgummit.
Hey, the Odyssey fucks hard.
Yes, it does.
Peanut,
yes, it does.
Peanut,
we're just getting started, bub.
Oh, and by the way, I just watched Deadpool and Wolverine for the 5th time. Yes, indeed. And that's without getting the freaking DVD or Blu-ray that's coming out in 2 weeks, which I will have in the archives.
But also, while we're here,
Talk to us.
we're here, we already talked. We had talked
Excuse
about
me.
it. We had talked about it
Excuse me,
earlier.
as allergies kick.
Well, as he is blowing his nose, real quickly, just want to give a final tip of the cap to Danny Green, who is retiring after 15 NBA seasons, a three
Yes,
NBA champion.
Danny Green from.
He's a Tar Heel, North Carolina.
Hey, get that right.
But a marksman shooter, tremendous player. Like I said, what he did in the 2013-2014 NBA Finals with his shooting was some of the greatest shooting by one single person I've ever seen. And
he won a championship in the bubble, correct?
he was part of the Mickey Mouse Championship. That it's not really a championship, but hey, that's here nor there. But
Whatever.
he was
If he wants to retire as a bubble champion, whatever.
well. I mean, he
and fudge that organization that won that bubble Mickey
that
Mouse
too.
trophy. So,
But Danny Green helped closed out the Oracle Arena as he was part of the Raptors 2019 NBA team that beat the Warriors, to which the Warriors did not win a single game at home during those NBA Finals, which sucked. But nonetheless, originally drafted by the Cavaliers, but of course he found his niche. Of course, go figure, under Greg Popovich with the San Antonio Fundamentals, and helped the Spurs get the last ring for the trio of Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan. And like I said, if it wasn't for Jesus Shuttlesworth, Tim Duncan might have had 6 rings and tied Michael Jeffrey Jordan, as opposed to being tied with his longtime rival Kobe Bean Bryant with 5. But tip of the cap, a great career, nothing to be ashamed of. 3-time champion, North Carolina Tar Heel, the great Danny Green.
Son of a bitch.
And that just means the Blues just won. And there we go. Folks.
I don't even know why I turned to this shit to watch, because it's just a typical fucking Sharks GOT game.
And that is what we call passing, folks.
We're as a Sharks fan, and guess what? It's a lot of fucking Blues fans in the building.
Mm-hmm.
That poor kid, the look on his face just says it all. The fucking
up 4-1, and the Sharks blow a 4-1 lead and lose 5-4 in overtime.
They just break my heart every
time.
Every time. As of right now, we're announcing right now, the Mizzle and Dub show is not caring about the damn Sharks in the regular season.
We still love them, but we're not going to pay attention.
Sorry, yeah, I'm always going to be a Sharks fan. I wish I could afford a jersey to get the Sharks, but I will not spend my money on a team that hype.
Very, very much so. But there was a game that took place in Seattle, Washington about 3 hours ago, and they almost did it again. But the Santa Clara 49ers, as Orange Cassidy again makes an appearance, as Mizzle's
only
like...
for my sake, because I'm not a fan of the team that won. So this is the reason why that I posted this, because
I get that.
No. I'm talking to the fans right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, I don't give 2 craps about the Niners, and he's about to talk about his team winning this Thursday night game. So this is me right now.
But they did hold on to beat the Seahawks 36-24, although the Seahawks almost came back and made the Niners blow another double-digit lead, as once upon a time the score was 23-3, as the Niners forced 3 turnovers by the Seahawks, 2 interceptions by Mustafa and Green, the rookies coming through today for the Niners. As Purdy threw 3 touchdown passes, 2 to George Kittle, 1 to Deebo Samuel. But the Niners actually stuck to what worked for them, which is, hard to believe. I know. But they actually stuck to running the football, as they ran for 228 yards, as Jordan Mason, before his injury, had 9 carries for 73 yards. But again, it was the big run from Isaac Orindo, 10 carries, 99 yards, with the big 76-yard run to seal the deal, and then Kyle Juszczyk with a 6-yard touchdown run. Of course, Chris was very happy as Kittle had 2 TDs, which gave him points.
Oh, I'm happy too.
Deebo Samuel gave me some fantasy points with 3 catches for 102 yards
What did I say?
and 1 TD. Give me points.
Brock Purdy, Debo, Kittle, Jawan Jennings. Let's go.
Give
I
me
need all the
points.
points. And as our brother would say, like, oh, you damn right. Because I know a smart offense when I see it when they're in the regular season. Now they're gonna fuck me in the playoffs, but I'll take them in the regular season.
Well, with that, they go to 3-3, and now jump ahead to first place in the division because the Cardinals, even though they're 2-0 in the division, they're 2-3 on the season. So, if Green Bay handles business, the Niners will be in first place all by them, or will really be in first place all by themselves as it stands right now. But I mean, really, what this says, truthfully speaking, is really the whole NFC is really truly wide open. Because there's really, I mean,
I think we said that in our football preview show that it was. I mean, we did say that we both picked the Niners to win this division, but I believe we both said that it wasn't going to be like a runaway for the Niners.
no,
That it was going to be very
no.
competitive. So we're not pretty much shocked at what's going on right now.
Well, before the season started, I realistically said that 10 or 11 wins might be realistic for them this year, and I still feel that way.
I think maybe 9 or 10 might get that division to where it is, just by the fact of how the football is being played right now.
Yeah, true, but I mean, but there was something that I forgot what analyst said it, but I mean, it's true because I mean, obviously, Minnesota hasn't faced adversity yet, and you don't know if Sam Darnold can handle that. And don't get me wrong, they're off to a great start. 5-0 is great, but
we're still haven't reached the peak of the season yet.
Yeah, and not to mention,
we're not there yet.
And not to mention, the Vikings have not played the Lions yet.
No, and they have not played anybody that has some form of an offense nor a defense that can go toe to toe with them. So right now, just for the first part of the season, the Minnesota Vikings are where they should be, and where it's like a shocker because I didn't. Look here, if anybody that's watching this show or that watch our show that chimes in, if you had the Vikings sitting undefeated right now, okay, go buy yourself a lotto ticket and wish that you can win that lotto because you didn't pick I guarantee you Viking fans didn't even
the diehard heart of Viking fans.
Exactly.
Now,
I don't care what football you watch. You did not, especially when they beat the Niners. And let me go off and say that at the time, the Niners was a way better team than the Vikings at the time because they were healthy and they should have beat the Vikings. But as my brother will sit here and say, they do not go to Lake Minnetonka and win.
No.
And have
not done since 1992, and we're still counting since 1992. But with that said,
you were the better team, though. But
going into that game and how they played against the Jets, absolutely, they were the better team.
We're the better team. Yeah.
And then Sam Darnold said, "Hold my beer."
Well, it's not. On top of that, is as we always say. I know that the word upset is thrown out a lot, but how about we just say that the team either just didn't perform better, or the other team came into their establishment and played, or whatever is played, and just played better. I understand the word upset, but the word upset should not be thrown out on certain games sometimes, because sometimes a game is just played to where the team came in that, or wherever the game is played, and played better than the team that they picked to win. So, just because you picked that team to win and they lost, that should not be considered an upset. That team just came in that you thought was going to win unanimously and played a better game of football. That's why you play the game, as Herm Edwards would say.
Hello.
Now,
speaking of things, going back to this, like the Commanders. playing good football. But now the Commanders are facing their first true test of the season on Sunday.
Guess what? Analysts said the Commanders shouldn't be where they're at right now, right?
Correct.
But we're not saying the games that they're winning are upsets.
No.
So you see where I'm going. What I'm getting at. The Commanders are not supposed to. But guess what? This is what happened last year when C.J. Stroud was a rookie.
Mm-hmm. And the Texans ended up winning the division. Now, again, we said that DeMeco Ryans was going to change the culture and the Texans were going to be on their way. We did not know it was going to be in year one.
Nope.
Then you add Joe. Then you add Joe Mixon. Then you add Stephon Diggs, who was just given to you by the Bills. Well, just here. You know, take him. Here you go.
We just gonna start calling Stephon Diggs Cardi B.
But to your point, Dan Quinn, who has coached in a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it was the Super Bowl that they blew a 25-point lead.
Wait. Who was the OC?
B Rabbit.
B Rabbit.
But here's the thing. Yes, Kyle should get a lot of criticism for not running Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman in that second half of the Super Bowl. But still, that also falls on the head coach, which was Dan Quinn. Kyle was just the OC. So there should be blame on both sides. But at the end of the day, it's on the head coach. Because the head coach could step in and tell me, like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Okay, because I guarantee you.
Or the game plan was the coach that he gave all confidence in the OC and he was not going to interfere.
That could be also, but
at the end of the day, you the head coach, if you see something that's not right,
yeah,
you go ask questions because you're the head coach.
It's your program. You can veto. You can be like, no, we're not doing this. Mm-hmm. We're not. No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because and again, I go back to even back in the 80s with Jim McMahon and Mike Ditka. Ditka would call the play. McMahon would audible out of the play, and sometimes he would audible into the better play. I mean, I go back to that Monday night game against Minnesota, where Payton goes deep to Willie Gold, where Walter Payton picked up a tremendous block on the blitz, and Jim McMahon audible out of that call. He gets to the sideline. Ditka's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And McMahon's response was, "We scored, didn't we?" Sometimes you have to do that. Just like when Cat Williams says you got to tell Diddy no. Well, sometimes you have to call an audible.
We will not bring that motherfucker up in another edition of the show. There's no Diddy on here. I'm lying. I am the Diddy meme right now.
Yeah, you are.
I'm the meme Diddy king. If you're not in part of any group that we're in, I'm sorry. I've been on I think I should stop sending you guys that messages because you guys are not laughing at them like you used to. So I think I've overran my Diddiness.
Nah, because some of them just when I think you topped it off, you top it off with something. I'm like, damn it, how's he gonna top this off? And you find a way to do it. I'm just like, how? But once again, I mean,
I don't go looking for them; they just happen to pop up.
He's like, they just come to me. But at the end of the day, the Niners get 10 big days to prepare for the Chiefs, which will be very, very big for that matter. So, yeah, that makes it real interesting. Oh, wow. That is very, very interesting. To say the least. But the Niners do get the win, 36-24. Now, when officially does NBA regular season start? Because I know next week out here
we're under 2 weeks.
Okay.
1 to 2 weeks.
Because I know next Tuesday to be exact, the Lakers and the Warriors will be playing a preseason game out here at T-Mobile.
Are you going?
If I didn't have prior obligations to fulfill, I really would highly consider it.
Why would you not say fuck those obligations and go? Is it that important that you can't go?
No, because these obligations is going to a bigger and better cause. Otherwise,
Ah,
otherwise I would go. Or if payday was on a Tuesday, I would go.
that makes
But
sense. So we're just gonna look at it as you can't afford it. That's how we'll look at it. Okay, understandable. Because I had to make a business decision. Because remember when SmackDown was out here,
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
was like, do I want to go to SmackDown or do I want to put more money towards WrestleMania in Vegas? So we all know the decision that I made. Oh, Mizzle is going to WrestleMania. He will be there both nights. You damn right.
I mean, it goes without saying. But
What else we got on the docket, brother?
I'm trying to find. Actually, you know what? Some very interesting games going on here in. Oh, now tomorrow. Ooh, we got a banger tomorrow in college football.
We got a banger on a
We got
Friday.
we on a Friday. Yes, so we got
Talk to your boy.
We got 16th ranked Utah at 4-1,
Okay.
taking on 4-1 Arizona State in Tempe on ESPN tomorrow at 7:30.
That is going to be a banger. Yes.
And we
I
also
will be
have
at
the
work. I might have
yeah.
to chime in and listen to that at work tomorrow.
So we got the rivalry between Notre Dame and Stanford in South Bend. We're just going. We're just doing top 25 right now. Number 22 Pitt is at home against Cal. My Bulldogs. It's the battle of the Bulldogs between Mississippi State and Georgia, as Georgia goes to, as ranked 5th. And as we said, even though they lost, they were not going to fall back that bad. Alabama fell all the way down to 7th. Go figure. But they will take on South Carolina at home in Tuscaloosa. Clemson number 10. Clemson number 10 goes to Wake Forest. Number 21 Missouri takes on Massachusetts. And of course, JP will be all decked in burnt orange as it is the Red River rival, Texas and Oklahoma at the Cotton Bowl on this upcoming Saturday on ABC. And by God, go Penn State in the Alliance. We are Penn State as Penn State heads on to Southern California to play those doggone Trojans at the Mausoleum.
Fake ass chop.
Number 23, Illinois takes on Purdue. And now this should be a fun one on Saturday. 14th ranked BYU taking on the Wildcats of Arizona. That should be a fun one. Tennessee taking on Florida. Of course, Tennessee comes in ranked 8. Now, you want to talk about some matchups? NBC has a matchup for you on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Number 2 Ohio State goes to number 3 Oregon. Yeah. The Ohio State University going to Eugene, Oregon to take on the Ducks. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack. Mrs. Ducksworth.
And another good matchup from the SEC on Saturday. Number 9 Ole Miss taking on number 13 LSU. That should be another banger in the top 25. Iowa State takes on West Virginia. 4-1 Kansas State takes on 4-1 Colorado. That's in Boulder. That's at 7:15. That's an ESPN game. And Boise heads to the mainland to take on Hawaii on Saturday. Now, that's just in the top 25. Now,
wow, this is good football.
It is. Oregon State takes on Nevada in Reno. And Washington State takes on Fresno State in Fresno. That's on Saturday. And yeah, that's what's going on in the top 25 in college football. Now, if we're just going to do rankings for the whole one, now this is the AP top 25 poll. So obviously Texas is 1, Ohio State 2, Oregon 3, Penn State 4, Georgia 5. The team that you hate that plays in Florida is 6, Alabama 7th, Tennessee 8th, Ole Miss 9, Clemson 10, Iowa State 11, Notre Dame, Innocence 12, LSU 13, BYU 14, A&M 15, Utah 16, Boise State 17, Oklahoma, KSU, and Indiana 18th, respectively. Missouri 21, Pitt 22, Illinois 23, Michigan 24, and SMU on the AP poll coming in at 25. Again, that is the AP poll. Now, in the coaches poll, same to you, Alid. Hope you're doing well too, sir. Thanks for chiming in with us. We appreciate it. Now, in the coaches poll, Texas 1, Ohio State 2, Oregon 3, Georgia 4, Penn State 5, the team that you still dislike that plays in Florida 6, Alabama 7th, Old Miss 8, Tennessee 9, Clemson at 11, LSU at 10, Notre Dame 12, Iowa State 13, 14 A&M, 15 BYU, Oklahoma 16, Utah 17, Missouri 18, Kansas State 19, Indiana 20, Michigan 21, Boise State 22, Illinois 23, Pitt 24, and SMU at 25.
I'm sorry,
So
I might have been paying attention to the TV watching Ben Affleck drive around the town in Batman vs Superman. Where's Miami?
6.
Okay, I thought that's what I heard. Okay, number 6. Okay,
Yes, indeed.
they should not be 6 because fucking Cal was up 35 to fucking 10 while I was sitting there watching that game. And I don't know what the fuck happened, but that was a good football game, though. That was a good football game.
It was.
Phenomenal.
Indeed, it was. Indeed, it was. As very interesting look on my co-host's face as he just got some interesting insider information, if you will, as he is having a thought and he is having a moment.
Yes, because if I can make that happen, wait now.
All right. I'm looking at trying to find some boxing news. Looks like
Oh, I'll give you some boxing news. Mike Tyson said he's gonna knock out Paul.
he did say that.
Round.
But here's something we do know. David Benavidez has announced that he will defend his WBC interim lightweight title against David Morrell. That will take place.
We want to see. I'm
I
sorry,
know.
That's not the fight we want to see.
I know, but it's going to happen
the fight that we want to see.
But it is going to happen in January in Las Vegas, January 25th to be exact. And this will be.
Hold on, I might be out there.
Well, now could possibly something else off the bucket list be checked off.
Because the A7 will be playing that Sunday, right?
More than likely, yes.
Yes.
So if we
brother, I will be in Vegas that weekend. You said that's 25th, right?
That is the Saturday, the 25th. Yes.
Because so subtract 4 days, and that's my birthday.
Correct.
Which falls on what day? So if that's Saturday, take away 4 days. So that's Friday.
Your birthday is on a Tuesday.
Right.
Off of a holiday.
I'm coming to Vegas that weekend for that football football game.
Oh baby. Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow. Well now.
I don't know why my screen is going dark when I'm on a live fucking show. It's ridiculous.
Is your light going out?
No. I don't understand. Miss Charles. I know my dad saw him. My pop saw him that day. We were there too. My dad literally saw him, and a lot of fans left that game. Yes, they did, because 35-10, that intercept, that pick six, you saw a lot of fans like this shit's over. But Cam Ward said,
Hold it. Hold it. No soup for you.
"You will leave early, and you will be disappointed that you left the game early."
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Were they still happy that they left the game early? They still lost.
Correct. Correct.
No, I take that back. If you left that game early as a Cal fan, thinking that it was comfortable, but no, I don't think a lot of Cal fans left that game, because if they would have won that game, I believe that the goalpost would have been took down, all that kind of
Mm-hmm.
shit like that, and it probably would have went into the. I don't know where the goalpost would have been, but whatever. But here or there, that atmosphere in that whole stadium, tremendous, just tremendous. Berkeley showed out for game day
Yes, they did.
because game ESPN was in Berkeley.
Oh, that's a good question, Alid. He asked, would you rank Cam Ward above or below Shador Sanders? Right
And
now,
my answer to that is, who's ranked and who's not.
who's undefeated? Who has the one loss?
Not even undefeated, or who's ranked and who's not.
Correct.
Now that you could come back at me and say, well, Cam Ward plays at a higher prestige organization than Colorado. Yes. Yes. But if you're asking me that question, I'm gonna go with, well, Cam Ward is in Miami is the sixth ranked team in the country who's getting the most attention. The only reason why Colorado is getting the attention is because who's their head coach?
Deion Sanders.
100%. So that's the only reason why you're knowing about Shador Sanders right now, is because his dad is the coach at Colorado. Now, take away Deion Sanders, being the head coach, he will get a little bit of recognition because his last name is Sanders and he's the son of a Hall of Famer. But since Deion is the coach, he gets that. So I'm just gonna go with Cam Ward because Cam Ward is doing it without the extra attention, and he's playing good football.
And not to mention, he was already doing this when he was playing at Washington State before he
Hundred
transferred.
percent, 100%. So that's my response to that. But good question, Ali. We love when you
No, that's a
when you
no.
chime
That's
in.
a that is a very that's
Oh
a
yeah,
very good
but
question.
he always comes in and asks spectacular questions
This is
that get us
true.
to answer.
This is
So
this is
so
definitely true. Without
come on
question,
board, brother.
that goes without saying. But I mean, yeah. So
Hey, but Ali, uh, before we continue, in the comment section, go ahead and talk about your YouTube show so we can throw that out there so for people that's watching us can chime into your YouTube show to which I've chimed in and you've had multiple family members of mine on there. But yes, please put your show in and so we can put it out there. And if you have like an advertisement that we can share on our show so people can chime in for us, please share that.
which also happy anniversary, Dugans, to Miss Steve and Janine. Happy anniversary.
So I was in Vacaville today.
You and I both were.
So that means when when Dugan asks, no, what happened? That was a tremendous night. That was great. But that's not what we're talking about. But let's continue on with the sports.
True, but we like to we like to celebrate our peoples. So
100%.
Steve's probably asleep, but again, to the Dugans, Miss Janine and Miss Steve, we love the both of you, and again, happy anniversary.
We're happy that this union took together because this union should have been together a long time ago before you guys did that. But you know what? Nonetheless, it's here now, and we're not gonna spoil on spilled milk.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Happy third wedding anniversary as the Dugan. Much more blessings to this union, and let's just say we have the livest table of all time. Um,
Well, because everybody wanted to sit at our table, but they couldn't.
that too. But it's just one of those great things of life, and eventually it
Just
will be
one of those days.
indeed. But just to go over some big matchups in the NFL on Sunday. Big one, like we said, Commanders and Ravens. That should be very intriguing. Buccaneers and Saints, big matchup in the NFC South. That normally never disappoints. Um, Lions and Cowboys would be very fun. Mizzle could give a damn about the Chargers and Broncos. He hopes that game ends in a tie. Um, and we have some,
You mean the Chargers and the Elways are the slash Walmarts?
or the horse teats, whichever one you want to call them. But we do have early morning football again this week, as in Tottenham, the Bears and the Jags will get it on in jolly old.
6 or 6:30.
I want to say 6:30
That makes it 6:25,
between
6:30.
between the Bears and the Jags in jolly old England. But just some big matchups going there in week number 6. We also want to give a shout out to MCSN, who proudly puts our show on their network.
We need to get that logo up next. We got to put
Yeah,
that
we
up.
do have to get that. Definitely have to get that logo up there, yes. But yes, the Mike and Colby Sports Network, who probably puts us and the Jaffos on Fire TV and Roku TV. So yes, you can even see.
Which they just uploaded a show of ours
Yes,
today.
yes, they did, and they tagged us in it.
The Mizzle and Dub show, ladies and gentlemen, is on Fire TV and Roku.
So
we have reached out.
So you can catch us on 6 p.m. Pacific, and again at 9 p.m. Pacific on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, the Mizzle and Dub Show. Yes, you can catch us on Roku and Amazon Fire TV. So just
well, while we're doing shout outs right now, brother, continue as I put up.
As we it is promotion time, it is plug time here on the Mizzle and Dub Show. But again, videography, editing, photos, whatever is your expertise, whatever field that you can get in. Like I said, they have done a lot of things for us here on the Mizzle and Dub Show. A lot of the stuff that you see is because of Creative Brothers Productions. Now, they also have some packages for you guys. If it's photo shoots or editing, if it's videography or video editing, if it's broadcast, or if it's graphic designs, they have production prices on their page at Creative Brothers Productions on Facebook. So again, if this is your expertise, if this is the field that you want to be in, again, get with these gentlemen. They will indeed get you right, and they will get you right like none other.
And look what they have done to the Mizzle and Dub Show.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Night Owl edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Yes, vote for us. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. He is Mizzle. I am Dub. And
did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Our apology.
Oh, and we are live.
Yes.
That's once again brought to you by Creative Brothers Productions. Now, we know this is still their old logo, but again, EJ Wizzle is a part of the Highly Elevated Sports Talk for the highly elevated sports fan that is the All Pro Jaffos. Please look them up on the Jaffos TV YouTube channel with EJ Wizzle, JP, and DJ Matchsticks. Again,
and you might catch a Mizzle or a Dub on their show.
We are frequent guests on the show, as JP is a frequent guest on ours. So you never know. It's a whole big collaboration, of course.
It's a family. It's a family affair.
As military likes to say, from Flash Media Sports, rob them legally. But also, now
Uh-oh.
we did this on Talking Ish, but we will do it again because it doesn't matter. Parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings,
Wait.
graduations,
Oh,
birthday parties. If you want to dance, if you like music,
if you do,
we give to you
we have one.
DJ Matsticks.
Yes.
And again, never tell the DJ what to play. Now,
Ever.
Mizzle has talked about his birth month, and the reason why he has talked about his birth month is because, well, this right here.
Winter is coming.
And he can make something magical happen here. And there goes the ball. It's going. It's going. You're a fan.
Battles will be won.
Hold on now.
At the 30, and he
Who's going to take victory?
He's making it.
and that's why championship points matter.
It's time for war.
That is the American Sevens Football League bringing you the Winter War in the month of January.
Let me tell you this. I have sat here and watched the A7FL. Okay. I have talked about the A7FL as me and my brother. Once the A7FL get their season kicked back up, you will catch us. As you just see, the Mizzle and Dub Show is an A7FL affiliate where we talk about the weekly games. But sitting here, watching the games, and then getting on here and talking about it with my brother is totally different to when I went there and I had all field access. I'm talking about I was on both sidelines. I did camera work, I did commentary. What you see on YouTube and what they put up is totally different until you see these grown men playing tackle football without pads. The A7 is real, and I'm so glad that I am now a part of it just from being a fan, watching it and taking on a responsibility to report it when they have their games. But just to be there and take on a bigger role with this organization, please, if you're new to our show, please look up the A7FL. You will not be disappointed.
And on Wednesdays, catch myself, and from time to time with Mizzle, with Chris Vera and Corey Hammond, and from time to time Derek Duggan, 5:30s on the Other Side of the Ball YouTube channel, part of the Other Side of the Ball Network, where we talk all things ASNFL. To where last Wednesday, or this past Wednesday, we just did a episode to where we were talking about who would you put together to try to beat the Insomniacs? What defense would you put together? So check out the squads that me, Corey, and Chris put together.
Hey,
And
Dub, let me answer a lit question.
Go ahead.
He asked me, am I a Capricorn? Yes, but I'm also an Aquarius. My birthday falls on the cusp line to where I am a Capricorn and Aquarius. So I have the best of both worlds because pretty much both of my signs may not get along with other signs, but since I'm on the cusp, some way, somehow, I fucking get along with everybody, and that's kind of weird. But I will say this: I'm more Aquarius than I am a Capricorn, because Aquarius, if anybody knows anything about their astrology or anything, the Aquarius is more. I'm the January 21st. Alid just asked what day is my birthday. I am January 21st, which puts me on the cusp line if you look on any astrology. So basically, I may not like people, but some way inside, I may like you because I'm all over the place.
Now, if you'd like to get just one more sample clipping of the SNFL, check this out right here.
Yeah, so just ping him with it. Yep. Or throw it straight up in the air.
High.
Like that. Into the night.
Oh,
boy.
Oh!
My goodness! JoJo Ramsey, he
Is
gone.
Wow.
Baby.
They don't call him the most exciting playing sports for nothing. Even though if 2-5 was on here, he would be like trash. But that's what.
December 12th, Alid.
Which would make me a Sagittarius.
I
For
can
those-
answer my brother's question. I can answer that for my brother.
For those that are inquiring. But as I always say, I am not official until 12:10 in the morning because that's when I was born.
Well, I was born at 10 at night, around 10 at night. So I know about that. No, that's what makes me a night owl. That's why me and my brother are night owls, because we're born at fucking night.
To which we'll be putting a bone wrap on this soon because, both of us do got to work and pay bills and adult. But
do we really have to?
Adult, well, I mean, if we want to, keep cars and keep clothes and keep the lights on, yes. But,
Well, unfortunately for you, those are simple things that you can take care of. But for me, that's priority with feeding crumb snatchers that lives with me until they're 18.
yes. Very, very much so. I
But
don't disagree.
But you know what, though? I would never, ever, ever, ever change that. I love my kids. I love being a parent, even though it's challenging. But I love being a parent. I wouldn't change it for anything else.
But he will still tell you all day, every day, that he is still 12 with a license.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do you not understand? It's October 10th, right? Right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? At midnight, there's a new Dragon Ball series called Dragon Ball Daima. Do you know how this 12-year-old is right now? Who's going to sit here and make sure I have my Country Road subscription? Because I will be watching that. And not in the English form. But matter of fact, it's already been played in Japan right now. I can find it right now if I want to. So yes, as my brother said, I am a 12-year-old with a license. I'm older than my kids. I'm younger than my kids. So, yeah. That's me.
I can't top that.
Take me for who I am. If you don't like it, I guess you're on the wrong channel.
That sounds like a doggone song. Take me for who I am. Hey.
We have a comment, brother. Liz says, y'all, if not familiar with A7 NFL, how is it different from the NFL? Well, for the person that who is the face of A7 on the Mizzle and Dub show, Dub, bless a lid with A7 NFL.
Well, it's as Mizzleman. Well, it is 7-on-7, no pads, no helmet. So, if I was to say that, the first question I'm pretty sure somebody asks is, how do they not have concussions or CT issues? Well, they focused
very well.
They emphasized wrap tackling very well and keeping your head up when you do it. Now, of course, it is required for them to wear a mouthpiece when they're out there on the field because if they do not have a mouthpiece, they do not play. It's pretty much
injuries do happen. So we're not saying that
injuries do happen. Leg, ailments, cramps do happen, but their technique and their fundamentals in wrap tackling is superb. That sport's about 80% safer than it is wearing pads and a helmet, and also not to mention The width of the field is cut down short because it's still a 100-yard field, but the width is cut short because if you watch a game, the far hash marks on the other side is declared out of bounds, and then there's a section of the end zone that's taped off, so it's kind of narrow, but you still play on a 100-yard field. But also, it's kind of like rugby, but of course, as you know, in rugby, you can't do forward passing. In the ASNFL, you can do forward passing, but again, it's 7-on-7. And like I say, it's real exciting stuff. It's almost like backyard football, like the way you played it back when you were kids at the park, in your backyard, in your front yard. Yes.
I just want to say this to Lynn. If you want to know more about what the A7FL is, they do have their own YouTube page. Just type in A7FL, and you can look up any game that's been played from Nevada to New Jersey.
Florida.
The Florida. It's a way that you can get into this league and understand how it's played without us explaining to you. And you don't even have to watch the full game. You can watch a little bit of it, and you're going to understand how this game is played that fast.
And not to mention, you can hear yours truly behind the mic.
Exactly.
There's also the added bonus.
And guess what? You might hear my voice in January. Who knows?
You never know.
No, the A7FL is something that is very, very, very entertaining. It's fun to watch. And like I said, it's different watching it on YouTube and being there. Because when I went there, this was my face the whole time I was there. And of course, I got to meet some of my favorite A7FL players while I was there. I just said.
So, like I said, come check us out on Wednesday. It just celebrated its 10th anniversary season. Originally, It was called Town Beef, and it was mainly an East Coast thing. The Nevada division came around in 2022, and already the last 2 seasons, the Las Vegas Insomniacs have been your A7FL national champions the last 2 seasons, as they're going for a three-peat. As you can see, the logo.
There's that logo
in the very middle, in the top left or the top right of your screen. So there you have it. They're going for the three-peat. But again, for those that want to play in the Winter War, all you got to do is scan that QR code, and it will take you to asnfl.com, and it'll have you register to where you pay your fine, register, and then you can be a part of the Winter War coming up in January of 2025. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it, being back at Matter Academy, but this time being in a press box to where we can actually see where the ball is spotted.
Wait, bro. Are we almost close to having our weekly A7FL show before we get to the full season?
Before we get to spring, yeah, there will be some
so we got the
Winter War recap shows.
Yes, we will have the Winter War. And you know what? We might have to ask JP to get us a nice logo.
Yeah. Just might.
Just for that addition to that show.
Yes, you did. But like I said, please go to YouTube, type up A7FL. Like I said, it has all matchups from years past. Like I said, if you want to hear yours on the mic, you can. They also have shorts of certain games. So it's a great way to learn about. It's a great way to learn about this league if you haven't learned about it yet.
The commentary is spectacular. You have yours truly, as Dub will say. You will have Chris Vera, and you will have Scott McCorkle, aka the Viking. And I promise you this: if you listen, the Viking will not disappoint you. You will have a great time listening to those 3 gentlemen do play-by-play of this football.
You will also get excited hearing the same way from Matt Ryan, Corey Hammond, and Rob Fabian.
On the East Coast, yes.
I mean, just the fact that Rob actually said on the air Corey A. Smith to Mizzle's comment. He's like, he got Big Rob to bite. He got him to bite. He said it.
But no. But speaking of that, Corey Hammond has been a spectacular guest to all platforms of any show that we've been a part of any show that has to do with A7 because Anyway, A7FL, I cannot wait till that happens because we are going, like you see us right now, but when A7 kicks up, you will see a lot more of us than now. But yes, if you're not
even more so that you're seeing now. But just to recap, tonight the Yankees punched their ticket to the American League Championship Series. They beat the the Royals by a final score of 3-1. Guardians make a game 5. They beat the Tigers 5-4. Niners beat the Seahawks 36-24. And one more time on the ice tonight in the National Hockey League. Unfortunately, the Sharks blow a 4-1 lead, lose in overtime to the Blues 5-4. Bruins beat the Canadiens 6-4. Kings beat the Sabres 3-1. Senators beat the Panthers 3-1. Maple Leafs beat the Devils 4-2. The Utah Hockey Club beats the Islanders 5-4. Penguins beat the Red Wings 6-3. Stars beat the Predators 4-3. Wild Blue Jackets 3-2. Again, just a reminder, tomorrow on Fox, all important Game 5 of the Division Series, as it is Yu Darvish on the mound for the Padres, taking on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Of course, winner will meet the New York Mets in the National League Championship Series as the Mets took care of the Phillies on Wednesday by a final score of 4-1 as Francisco Lindor hit the series-clinching grand slam. Garrett Cole was outstanding today for the Yankees as Cole went 6 innings, struck out 4, gave up the 1 run. As the Yankees got enough offense, but got enough bullpen to get by the Royals 3-1. As Soto had an RBI single, Torres with an RBI single, Stan with an RBI single, Vinny Pasquantino with the double to knock in the run for the Royals, but the Royals come up 2 runs short by a final score of 3-1. Which, as I said earlier, the Royals, 86 wins, nothing to be ashamed of, definitely came out of nowhere to claim one of the wildcard spots, in a sense, stealing it from the Twins. But hopefully they can build on this and just continue to play good, solid, fundamental baseball as they can. Certainly they will definitely be back. Just one more time, just want to shout out and keep our thoughts and prayers to the people in Tampa, North Carolina, and Georgia as they try to put their lives back together after these hurricanes. Continuous prayers with you guys. And with that said, it is nap time. And one more time, Super Dope Beat Maker, if you want to collab, if you want to make music, if you want to make beats, if you need an intro, outro, he is your guy. There's all of his tags to where you can catch him on YouTube, IG, SoundCloud, and Discord. He is the Super Dope.
You're about to hear as we ride out.
So, with that said, thank you to y'all for hanging out with us on Talking Ish with Dub, Chris Mizzle, and here on episode 254 of the Mizzle and Dub show. As we'll take some naps and prepare for the weekend that is in college and the NFL. Again, Game 5 tomorrow between Dodgers and Padres to see who will face the Mets in the NLCS. Saturday, Tigers, Guardians, see who will face the Yankees in the NLCS. And again, one more time, Utah and Arizona State tomorrow on ESPN for Friday night college football under the lights. Or sarcastic comment loading for Mizzle Wade Wilson. I'm Double A, saying thanks for watching, and it's 5 o'clock some damn where, and you've been watching number 254 of the Mizzle and Dub show, and definitely good night, Canada.
Hey, you definitely gotta throw a heel on top of that. Gotta throw a heel on top of that. As the Super Dope Beat Maker take us out.
Yeah.
As we say, talk to him, son. Hey, what they say in Come to America? That boy good. That boy good. Hey, Doug, give us the E40 outro.